Okay, thank you very much, Robin. I'm not going to say very much because this is a She Congress and I don't think anything that I've got to say is of particular relevance to what you want to hear. So I do run a business here. I also run the British Business Group here. It's a great honour to be asked to do this. But I'm going to throw a question over to the person that I know the longest here, which is Sarita. Sarita came here as a restaurateur with her husband. She's been here about 20 years. She's responsible for getting me drunk very, very, very often. But she set up an eco business back in about 2006, which has grown. And I'd just like to ask you, first of all, why, other than obviously to get away from your husband, did you set up your eco business? What brought you to do it?
Well, when I returned from Canada in 2006, I saw a lot of different changes in Baku at that moment, which actually disturbed me as a teacher, because I am, as my friends call me, an applied environmentalist. I'm not a qualified person or anything, but I like to do it. I just do it. There's a little story behind this because I had a really good Brit friend and we decided that we would have a club where we'd meet every month and talk about living simply in Baku, because all expectations were very different when they come to the country. And that's where I met Fariba, a refugee girl. Came from a beautiful family, very creative. And it was the same time that I got my 2 stray cats, my Azeri 2 stray cats at home. And the first day I went to feed them, they loved Whiskas packets. And I looked at the packets and I said, oh my gosh, they're absolutely beautiful. I hate throwing them out. What can I do with them? And so the next thing was, let's make a bag. Let's see if Fariba can make a bag for me. Because I wanted to help them. I wanted to help. And that is the birth of Sarita's Eco Creations. It started with a Whiskas bag made by Fariba. And honestly, I'm so proud of the fact that these bags have traveled all over the world from 2006 onwards. And Fariba and her family are well placed now. And it helped them monetarily too. So I didn't plan it that way. I think sometimes you're just called on duty. It just happens. And you happen to be there at the right time, at the right place, with the right people. And that started Eco Creations for me. And in 2017, a couple of friends of us got together and I had retired from teaching. And Eco Baku was born, where as an educator, I believe that education is very important, very, very important. And so if you want to spread awareness of anything, then it is through education. And so Eco Baku started with Bag of Life. And we have, till date, 17 national, international schools in Baku and abroad who have partnered with us. So we make, what is our message? We say, take care of the environment and the planet you live in. Please say no to plastic. So I know a lot of us are saying today, yes, yes, for a lot of things. But sometimes don't be afraid to say no, especially to plastic, especially to all those plastic bags you get from the supermarkets. Upcycle. That's what I do, I upcycle. And I'm happy doing that. I'm not a big company, I'm just do it by myself. But I have, I think, impacted many lives through this because I have Azerbaijani seamstresses and I have Afghani refugee seamstresses. And it's been a happy journey. It's been a happy journey so far.
Okay, thank you. Choksal Sarita. And I'll just bring forward, because Sarita, when she first came, and what's common with all 3 ladies here is that when they all arrived in Baku, none of them had a business. So they started their business here. I'm going to move to Lydia purely and simply because restaurateuring is the theme between Sarita and Lydia. So why did you decide to set up a business, a restaurant, Saloha, in Baku?
In Baku. Well, I came to Baku 14 years ago, and I wasn't planning it. It just happened. And to tell you the truth, I don't have any idea about Baku. I mean, I don't know the traditions. I don't know the culture. I don't know anything. And in that time, was no Google map that you can go and learn how does it looks like, or not so many information in the internet that you can find. But I just decided that anytime I can go back to Ukraine and let's just start to do something. And I realized in 1 month that I'm already living in Baku. And to tell you the truth, in the beginning it was very difficult, because when I came and I realized that it's absolutely different culture, it's absolutely different way of living, style of living, and in general lifestyle. So, and I have to integrate myself to all this, and it was very difficult. But I was very lucky because I surround myself with very nice people. And they were giving me so much support, and they show me the best from Baku. And step by step, it doesn't take me a lot. Maybe in 1 year, I realized that, wow, Baku, it's great, and it's cool, and I like it, and I really have lots of friends, and it's nice to live, and the good weather, and the culture is also, I like it. So, and then came this idea to start to do some business here. And I stopped on the restaurant business. I stopped with the restaurant business. And I said to my friends, and I was happy because they were giving me this support. Some of them, they were asking me, but do you have some experience? Do you run a restaurant? And I said, actually, no, I don't have any experience. But if other people, they can do so, for sure, I also can do it. And now it's came to the 12 years experience. And I'm really proud because I think it's enough for the restaurants, these 12 years. And now I'm also working on my cookbook that we will publish it on Azerbaijan language. And I will say about my story. Yes, and about Ukrainian cuisine on Azeri language. So, and why Baku? Because I don't choose Baku. Baku chose me in itself. And now I can tell about the tradition and culture of Azerbaijan by myself. And I really like it. And one of my favorite holidays is coming. It's Nowruz, because I'm fantastic cooking this traditional food for Nowruz. But to tell you the truth, I don't have this idea that location is very important. I think with a good idea that you will passionate with, and by surrounding you with nice people that can give you a lot of support, you can do whatever you want, whenever you want. And it's, I'm very often, I have this question, but it's not possible to do some business in Baku. And I can be as example that is possible. You just have to go and do something.
That's very, very true. My experience is that you run the business from the passion that you have. I suppose for me, the part I don't understand, can't understand, is you're a lady, you're living in Baku, there's things that perhaps you might think can hold you back. So I'd like to ask you, Jana, IT business, very male-dominated, apparently. How come you decided to take on the IT world? Why did you do that? What's the difference between a woman in the IT business, the man in the IT business? Why?
Thank you, John, for asking. And first of all, I told that we all one day make a decision. Would we like to continue like we have it today, or would we like to change something completely? And 15 years ago, I had this question in my mind. At this moment, I was working as advisor in the president office of Estonia. I had 7 more positions in very big governmental structures, but I discovered that I know exactly what happened next 20 years with me. So my life was so predictable. And I decided that I have 2 ways, to stay like that, to have very stable work, maybe honorable work, but I know exactly what happened, or I start absolutely new life somewhere else. I selected the next one, because I'm a person who would like to discover something all the time. And I found that Estonia is too small for me to start to realize something. And 15 years ago, the IT business wasn't so, how to say, popular, and there wasn't possibility to build startups like today. I decided I need to move somewhere where I feel that I know exactly how this country will develop. So we should have some historical roots. And I had roots because my mom and my grandmother, they were born in Baku, which I'm very proud. One day just I decided that this is exactly this country where I can change something in my life, maybe in this country, and to bring a passion with me. Why IT business? I'm a political scientist, ladies. So nothing with IT business. And believe me, every moment, even after 10 years, you can start with 0. I started with 0. I started my new life. I decided that now I should be a businesswoman because it's something I can control. And the most important for me to control my time. I like to make my schedule myself. And the next one, I decided that IT business is something that can really change the people's life. Gives accessibility to a lot of people to real service in real time, to change people's life, to fight with bureaucracy and corruption. And today I'm a founder of one of the biggest IT companies in Azerbaijan, which providing e-government solution here in Azerbaijan and mobile identity provider. I learned everything myself, so I read a huge amount of books. And what I wanted to tell, did I scared? Yes, I scared. I'm afraid as you, how I will live far from my family, from my mom, from my dad, from my brother. I had the same question like you have. So I was from ordinary family with average income. I graduated from average university, nothing special. So I'm like you always here. So I'm not something unique. But we are all unique in the case what life we will choose, what way we will start to do. And there are no one receipt for you ladies. So because the one receipt, you should love what you do. And if you ask me, do I repeat this again? Yes, I do. Because I do what I love this so much. Every single day I'm waking up. I love my job. I love my team. I see the result of my job. And this is what you need to waking up every moment. You should feel that you're really doing something what you really love. And never afraid to change completely your life. Yes, you have fears like I had. But the biggest fear is to live boring life with boring people. So just imagine you died completely at this moment. So you're not living. So if you want to live, you need to make this decision, not afraid to do it. And believe me, the world is so small. We are so similar. It's absolutely no difference. Yes, of course, Azerbaijan is a completely different culture comparing with Estonia. Could you imagine Estonian people who are only looking to know books, not prefer to communicate at all? And Azerbaijan, with a huge experience historically to make business, could you imagine how to compete with these guys? From ancient times, they are doing Silk Road, you know? And me, who never doing business before. And what makes different man and woman in IT business? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And this was the reason why we created Azerbaijan Women in IT Club called Femmes Digitales. Because all these 10 years, in every single conference, in every project meeting, I see only men in suits, you know, this black suit, man, guys. So no women, yes, like you, John. Yeah. So, and I decided that we visit regions, we talk with girls, we motivate every single girl. And finally, even if 2 or 3 of them coming and to be motivated and they change their lives through tech, I will be happy. And my dream is at this conversation, one day we have half women and half men, as the population is divided at half and half, could you imagine if all of you in the audience will make your choice, will change the life, will start actually to do the job and work what you love, how will change the Azerbaijan life economically? Everywhere, you know? So we are part of the population, and big one, and very important one. So let's make this picture and bring more women on the table.
So, Sarita, have you any regrets at all about setting up your business?
With the restaurant, recently I've just started the Spanish restaurant, and I'm going through the initial stages of frustrations and challenges. But I've been in Baku for long, and so this is home now. And I must say, Azerbaijan has taught me a lot of patience. I learned to be patient and wait for the right moment to make the decision. No regrets. No regrets. Absolutely no regrets. Actually, I love Azerbaijan. My husband and I thought we would be here only for a few years and go back to Canada. That was 21 years ago. I'm still here. I love the culture. I love the people. I love the women here. And I must say, I am feeling so honored and privileged to be on this platform with such a fantastic array of absolutely powerful, strong women. I am inspired by all of you. And thank you to all of you who are patiently listening to our stories. Thank you to Tatiana. Where is, I can't see Tatiana anywhere, but thank you for inviting me. I have no regrets. I love being here, and I think it has been a land of opportunity, business-wise for my husband and me, as well as for me, for my passion. My passion grew here, and I'm sustaining it till now. My Eco Baku has spread around, and I feel that is what has created an impact. And in your life, if you can make a difference and leave an impact on anyone, it can be few people, more people, does not matter. But if you have made someone feel good about themselves or helped them in any way, I tell you, that is your prize. That is your reward. You don't need anything more. Happiness is what? Happiness is if you are happy inside. I mean, my bar may be not very high. I'm very happy with small things. But I admire everyone who is so persistent to reach the high top ladders. And I sometimes wish, oh my gosh, I should be doing that too, but I don't. I'm quite happy in the space I am. It's also probably my age. I retired. And so right now I like to keep a balance. I love to go to see my grandchildren, and I want that much space for passion, for work, and then leisure time. So I have no regrets. I am enjoying what I do. I love my space, and I love this country, and I love being here. Thank you very much for listening to me.
Well, I've had the dreaded, that's enough. Can you wrap up, please? So I'd just like to thank Jana, Lydia, Sarita for giving us a very brief synopsis of your experience of Baku and why setting up business here is a very good idea.
It is a land.
So thank you for listening to us, and I'll get off and let you ladies enjoy yourselves. Thank you.